welcome to another episode of Whatever We Want Reviews. I am Ramon Dizzy Maybell.
And I am Rudy P. Magic.
It's been a crazy week in the NBA in particular, man. Let's get right to it, man. Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin.
If you don't know by now, you're living under a fucking rock. But Blake Griffin got traded to the Pistons from the LA Clippers. Number one, thank you, Clippers, for giving Detroit the coldest big man tandem in the fucking league.
Yep, and definitely in the East. Their front court is crazy now.
They just ain't got no guards, so they ain't really gonna do nothing. Oh, Clippers, y'all some assholes too. Bulls fan over here. Detroit is in our division. Assholes. Thank you.
Yeah, thank God, for us that the NBA and divisions mean absolutely nothing. Otherwise, we'd really have a problem. But,
But worst part about the trade, man, is that Blake Griffin found out that he was being traded via Twitter.
Yeah, man, I heard about that shit, man.
And it's fucked up. How do you pay a nigga all that money, advertise him as Mr. Clipper, trade Chris Paul, and say, yo, this is your team now, Blake, and then trade him in the middle of the season? Before the trade deadline. I mean, this was premeditated.
The Clippers pulled off the finesse of the fucking year. Let me tell you how. Because they treated Blake like how a nigga treats a bitch who he really plans to charge later, but for the moment, he's just like, I'm gonna butter her up, make her feel like the world, adorn her and all these different riches and jewels and shit to make her value heightened, and then trade her mid-season, and I don't have to deal with the backlash because the contract is on point. The way they did it, the contract had so many years, so when they traded my nigga Blake, what happened was they didn't have to worry about compensation being ample. So a team gave them some shit, and they wouldn't mind gutting their team to give the Clippers because pretty much they're getting a superstar who's locked in for 5 years. So it makes perfect sense. If I'm a team in search of a superstar, if for nothing else than to sell tickets, it makes perfect sense to make that deal because I got him locked in for 5 fucking years. The Clippers finessed that nigga. They played him like a little hoe, really.
That's facts.
They hold him, man.
The whole time, I'm not mad, man. LeBron commented, said that this is why, and I'm paraphrasing, but he said this is why he doesn't really show loyalty to certain teams. Because these teams, at the end of the day, do not give a fuck about you. It is just business. Man. If they feel that it is their best move to trade you, they will trade you.
Even if you lose a loved one and you play in the very next game and you ball out and you take that team on your back and you give up parts of your body and all this crazy shit via injury, they'll still trade you in the summer if they see a better deal. That's just part of knowing the game.
But that's history. Next, y'all, let's get into it. Let's talk about all the season-ending or 6 to 8 week plus injuries of all these all-stars.
It's ridiculous, man. Team LeBron is still gonna beat the shit out of Team Steph, but I mean, damn.
I don't know.
We don't know?
I don't know, man.
Paul George took what's it called place. It's not a problem.
Man, he had Boogie and AD though, which Steph is tweaking. How Steph let him get Boogie and AD on the same team is beyond me.
And he took his best friend Kevin Durant, well his new best friend and shit. He out here looking like Squidward in the window, looking at SpongeBob and Patrick have fun catching jellyfish and shit.
That's facts, man. But anyways, first, gotta give a speedy recovery to DeMarcus Cousins, Andre Roberson, Kevin Love, who broke his hand,
John Wall, knee surgery, man. I think he fucked his patella up or something like that.
Something crazy, man.
But yeah, man.
There's a couple more too, but
those are the major ones.
It definitely started off with Boogie Cousins.
Boogie's was crazy, man.
That was crazy. And it was on a non-contact play too. The game was almost over.
But you know what's crazy is that with the Achilles, it always seems like it's a non-contact play. I remember when Kobe tore his shit, I don't think that was a contact play. When Chauncey did his shit, I don't think it was a contact play.
You gonna break my heart, man.
No, I'm just saying that Achilles is a motherfucker, man. The good thing for Boogie is that he's young when this happened.
Anyways, we just want to wish all of the NBA All-Stars and people who may not be All-Stars, hey, please get well soon. And while we're on the topic of wishing people stuff, man, we got to give our condolences to Roswell Butler.
Oh, man.
And his wife who died in a car accident this week, man.
Rest in peace to that brother, man.
That broke my heart, man. Roswell Butler was on the Bulls. I remember he was balling.
Former Heat, man. Former Bulls. I remember watching him distinctively. I know he played on a few teams, but those two teams in particular, he had some of his best runs.
So our prayers up to his family, man. Condolences, for real.
Condolences, man. Real shit.
Next, earlier this week, a story broke about LeBron possibly considering talking to the Warriors when the season ends.
Yeah, basically he said, if they clear the space, he'll listen.
LeBron ain't going to the fucking Warriors. Are you kidding me?
To the Warriors, B. That's over.
You know what's funny? I saw a picture on Bleacher Report. It had Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and LeBron standing in the Warriors jersey. And it said, what would y'all do if this happened? I wouldn't watch the fucking NBA. Very simple. Like,
the NBA would undo themselves with one single swap. And personally, I don't even think the NBA would let that shit happen. Let's rewind the clock a little bit back to, say, about 2011-ish. When Chris Paul, right after the lockout, I'll never forget it, was traded, and everything was good for Paul Gasol and all that shit. Chris Paul was going to the Lakers with Kobe. I think Paul Gasol was on his way to Houston. It was like a 3-way deal they had going. But David Stern got in there and said, nigga, veto. He just hit the button on that shit like, hell no. We just came out of a fucking lockout, but we closed the fucking NBA down for 2 months over parity. That was the whole argument, was parity. The teams feel like there's no competitive balance, which I don't understand. These are all businessmen, first of all. They all live in a capitalistic society, and they bitching about competitive balance. Nigga, your whole fucking premise of getting riches is to be better than the nigga that's next to you. Ain't no competitive balance, nigga. If I'm flipping hot dogs and you flipping lemonade and I'm better at it, it is what it is. So I don't understand what the picture was about. As autonomous as LeBron has been, as powerful as he is, by not committing to these fucking teams, which is genius, by the way, masterful, it would be silly for the league to let that happen because they know no one will watch that shit. They would be blowing out teams. What we seeing right now is an understatement. We seeing all-star scores now. Niggas dropping 140, 120
a game.
Dude, that team will be dropping $160. Somebody will drop 200. I guarantee.
That shit ain't gonna happen.
Nah.
Next topic.
Russell checks a fucking fan, man. First of all, talk about how lit the game was, B.
First of all, this was the best game I might have watched all season.
Facts.
And I was about to turn it off. I'm glad I didn't, because I thought, OKC getting their ass beat. I'm not trying to watch that shit. It's a done deal. I don't know his name, but his last name is Murray. He was fucking balling, dude. I don't know what it is with the rookies this year. This year has been stacked, G. And Murray, I don't even know if you're a rookie. I don't want to disrespect you, but dude, you were fucking balling. I'm talking about he made like 3 threes in a row. Some great.
He was pulling the pin on
He
that
broke off Steven Adams, something crazy. I'm talking about, G. This nigga was balling. But anyways, man, we all know how that game ended.
Nail biter,
dog. I'm talking about fourth quarter. Paul George makes the most clutch 3 I've ever seen him make in his career. Then right after that, it's like 5 seconds left in the game. My niggas bring it down court. As we know, Russell's standing under the rim. He missed his assignment. I don't know what he was doing. I think he fell asleep. But my nigga Gary Harris runs out to the 3-point line, pulls up from 3, bangs that shit. Game over.
Game over, baby. Then right after that, a courtside, overzealous ass, nostalgic fan runs on the court and tries to get it busted when my nigga Russell Westbrook, the reigning league MVP,
is in his face fucking yelling. And
I don't know what the dude was. He looked like he was like Asian or Polynesian or some shit, but Russell was finna lay that nigga clean out talking that crazy
shit. I'm like,
shit.
fam, what killed me was that the NBA released a statement after that talking about, we're gonna investigate the situation.
The fuck is the investigation about? This nigga ran up on Russell. Y'all lucky Russell didn't clear his ass. Russell was just like, get your bitch ass off me, nigga.
And not even on no funny shit, but Russell Westbrook is a swole ass nigga.
Some big ass motherfucker.
If you see the dunks that this nigga is laying down,
Russell bicep look like a Rottweiler head and shit. That nigga shit big as hell, bro. Like a boxer chin. Fuck.
So what I'm saying is that if Russell Westbrook would have chin checked this dude, rightfully so, he probably wouldn't have got the fuck back up.
Yeah, man, that would have been that. We'd have been watching Jermaine O'Neal and that one white fan all over again. I'm talking about the fall away lean, nigga. I'll never forget that shit. It's been 2004 at this bitch.
So NBA, y'all really got to do a better job controlling y'all fans, man. I know motherfuckers buy courtside seats or whatever, but that don't mean that they get to do whatever the hell they want to do. If you're at the zoo and you watching the lions, you could be behind the cage, you could tap the glass, you could talk shit, but you know what you can't do? You can't walk in that motherfucking cage.
And why would you want to? Trying to eat your ass. Like that's gonna be that. Adam Silver, get the fuck on security, man. What are you doing out here? Right. You out here looking like Mr. Bird's not doing your fucking job. That's your only job. I'm gonna investigate the nigga. Russell should get a fucking raise for smack. He did a security job.
Right. He gave him a nice shove. He was being cool about it.
Real shit, man. You know, it's like of a bitch in your face at the club and shit. Bitch, talk to him.
Bag up. And you married. Bitch, bag up. Yeah, that's a curve.
Bag up, bitch. Yeah. Right. You know, he just curved him a little bit, that's all.
Right. Anyways, Russell, thank you for keeping your head and not clearing that nigga, because that situation could have been way worse. Yeah, the NBA need to be thanking God that they still in goddamn uniform, goddamn.
Shit, man. And Russell, the whole time, even if you would have cleared him, it's Black History Month, man. So anybody can get it, man, for the culture. You had to bless that nigga with a Black Panther punch before the fucking movie, man. That's all I'm saying. You might have had to T'Challa his ass real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing with this motherfucker. Shout out to Russell, man. That's my nigga, man. Fucking dog.
Make sure y'all go follow us on Twitter at www.reviews1.
Yes, indeed. And if you like the music you heard in today's video, follow your boy at www.rudypmagicbeats.com, man. Hip hop, trap pop, everything. I got you covered. Right now we in the midst of the 14 days of love, so all my R&B lovers, my singers, check me out, subscribe to my YouTube page, Rudy P Magic, R&B beats every day until the 14th.
That's it, that's all. Whatever we want, and we out.
Peace.
Representing